Hi class, let's look at a question on balance of payment, focusing on the factors or causes. Okay, our question is analyze the causes of the current deficit on the Australian economics. 8 marks, so we give 2 marks for introduction and we have to give 3 causes which carry 6 marks here. So introduction here, you have to define balance of payment. So balance of payment is the record of all countries' international financial transaction in a given year and consists of current account and capital and financial account. Make sure you define it correctly. The current account consists of non-reversible transaction and includes balance on goods and service and net income component. Okay, and you also need to indicate our current account deficit is persistently high and is contributed by structural and cyclical factors. So introduction, and now let's look at the causes. Okay, as explained here, we have structural factors and cyclical factors, so you can choose 3 from these 2 factors. Okay, let's look at large saving investment gap. Okay, Australia possesses a structurally large savings and investment gap. Okay, this is contributed to by a low domestic savings pool. Okay, because of small population, so savings is lower, but we have substantial investment opportunities. Okay, substantial investment opportunities in the economic, so that causes business to rely on foreign borrowing to finance the investment. Okay, so what happened is when we rely on foreign investment, okay, that contribute towards significant growth in Australia's net foreign debt. Okay, we have an example here, reaching 51% of GDP in March 2012, and that causes servicing costs to become a main contributor to sustain high current account deficit. Okay, so our net primary income will increase and cause our current account deficit to further increase. So first reason being large saving investment gap, you explain on that and how that contribute towards higher servicing costs in net primary income and further worsen the current account deficit. Okay, we can include some statistics and example. Okay, let's look at the cyclical nature that changes the balance of goods and services component in current account, which fluctuate with changes in the international and regional business cycle. So we are dependable not only Australia's GDP cycle but also the major trading partners cycle impact our BOGS and current account deficit. Okay, so if Australia's growth is relatively higher, then domestic demand for import will exceed overseas demand, so that will create BOGS to become deficit. Okay, and your trading partners cycle will also impact Australia's BOGS. So during mining boom, for example, so BOGS reached a deficit of negative 2.1%, okay, causing the CAD to peak at 6.3% of GDP. Okay, which rose back up to surplus of 0.6% is during 2008-2009, and again because of flattering economic activity in Australia and commodity export demanding from emerging economies like China and India. So when there's a slowdown in global condition and economic growth in India and China, so that will affect or fluctuate the BOGS. So BOGS become the main contributor to changes in CAD, but NPI is the main contributor to the deficit itself. BOGS fluctuate, a very constant fluctuation, and it depends to Australia's business cycle as well as the trading partners business cycle. So it's an easy question, very straightforward question that needs knowledge of the concept of balance of payment and current account deficit and also the factors. So you can choose other factors as well, like exchange rate, terms of trade, capacity constraint. Okay, so this is just an example. We have chose 3 causes to explain, and you can see how we have included examples to strengthen your essay. Thank you.